Hey all, and welcome back for another round of HellfireComms Patreon TV Comms. Today we should be checking out the first OVA and the first 2 episodes of Season 2 of Love Live. This was once again commissioned by Super Mario Sonic Lover, and how we do these commentary batches is we're counting down to the first episode, which is OVA1 in this case. It's essentially the final episode of the first season of Love Live. That's how Wikipedia has it. Anyway, a bit shorter than the usual episode by about a good 7-8 minutes or so, but easier to record, I suppose. And when we're done with that, talking over it and such, we will ask you to close it and load up the next one, which will be Season 2, Episode 1 in this case. And while we talk about the previous episode, you can get that set up and, paused on 0000, and so on and so forth until we're done with the batch. So, Volk, if you're ready, time for a bit of OVA action.
I'm ready for this.
It starts! Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Alrighty, we're starting energetically, and no, Mackie, run!
Luckles is coming to get you!
Luckles, really? Is that another Ken Penders character who's going to sue Archie for using?
No, I'm just trying to avoid a copyright strike.
Okay, fair enough, mate, fair enough. What, did she wind up in fucking Castlevania or something?
Who knows? Maybe she's running away from her own demons.
Wow. Maybe I was right about that Castlevania thing. Is it me, or did she seem a bit younger here? I don't know. Everyone looks like a fucking 5-year-old in this series, so it's kind of hard to tell.
Yeah, they do suffer from the whole thing that they look younger than they actually are. At least it's not like they look older than they actually are. Just like, hey, I'm Jotaro Kujo. I look like I'm a 38-year-old man buff as fuck, but no, I'm just a 16-year-old high school student.
Well, he's 17, I think, but whatever. Organization 13 has finally found you. You shall be our 14th member, Mackie.
But we already discussed this. We can't have a 14th member. It'll ruin the dynamic.
Have to install an extra chair. Oh, I'm noticing the animation budget has gone up a little bit. Maybe that's just a placebo effect, or maybe it's just, it's a shorter episode. They can pump more budget into it.
I think it's more just the nature of OVAs in general. They're made by design to usually be shorter affairs, and they're usually their own self-contained thing as well. Like, sometimes they might bring in guest artists, they might turn up the animation, because sometimes OVAs tend to get used for promotional purposes, especially if it's in the sense of a actual running TV series. Because you can also get OVAs that are just an entire series of anime, which is self-contained, that doesn't have a TV release or anything like that. Think stuff like Hellsing Ultimate.
Okay.
That was an entirely OVA release of 10 episodes. The animation quality was off the charts, and it was just genuinely very good. It's probably one of my favorite OVAs to date, right next to the original OVA of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Stardust Crusaders.
Very nice, and of course, for me, it would be Sonic the Hedgehog the movie, otherwise known as the Sonic OVA. What does OVA stand for, mate?
OVA stands for Original Video Animation. It could also be said as an OAV, which is Original Animated Video instead. And they're literally just either films or anime series that just they don't want to put on the television for some reason. As I mentioned before, they might be used for promotional purposes. And in the sake of series, sometimes they end up perhaps putting more background on characters that perhaps the TV show hasn't really given much thought into, but because, say, like the animation was going on for quite a while, and one character in particular that they weren't expecting turned out to be incredibly popular. They might do an OVA themed around that specific character, just to make a quick cash-in, as it were.
Wonder who this small red-headed child could possibly be, says he who accidentally read the entire summary while searching for production information online.
Holy lip gloss, Batman, is all I have to say.
Indeed.
There is actually another use for OVAs as well, and that's for standalone episodes that were just way too much to put on television. Either the violence got turned up to ultra, or some very, very questionable things happened that you can't quite get away with on TV. Perhaps the most prominent example being the final episode of Excel's Saga, which just went balls to the walls and did just about every questionable thing imaginable, and then the episode, quote-unquote, finale of the entire series ended with somebody coughing up so much blood it drowned the world and everyone died.
Huh?
Oh, that's not even the weirdest part. I mean, the two main characters end up switching bodies. One of the people in the show ended up trying to get off with some guy in this other person's body, whilst the other one's inside a bathroom groping herself stupid and goes, you know what, I'm gonna go to a love hotel. Finds the person who she switched bodies with, attempts to do the dirty with her, and then some other crazy shit happens before, you know, the blood drowning the whole world thing happened.
Not sure that's applicable to Love Live, but I appreciate all the information you brought to the table thus far. So obviously this is a bridge between Season 1 and Season 2. It is nice to have an increased budget, you know, very easy on the eyes and whatnot, but it's kind of a bittersweet sort of episode, this. Well, OVA, I should say, because they didn't quite make it into Love Live, but their journey doesn't seem to have ended just yet.
No, I mean, we have Season 2 to look forward to after all, and you can bet your bottom dollar that they're going to be working their way back up again with some hype as hell songs, and then maybe they'll make it in the next time, but who knows?
Indeed.
Well, I suppose they have to eventually, just because Love Live Sunshine, I think it is, or something along those lines, is like another series that takes place with entirely different characters from what my limited research powers have bestowed upon me.
Huh. Do you happen to know which is more popular, the original or Sunshine?
I would like to think the original is more popular. I can't confirm for certain, but I think a lot of people have a lot more resonance with the original characters as opposed to the new lot. But the new characters seem to be doing fairly well for themselves from what I can tell. It just had a movie come out just a few weeks ago, actually.
Huh. Neat. Well, Super Mario Sonic Lover, or anyone else, if you're in the disco dimension with us here, when we're done with the original Love Live, feel free to commission episodes from Sunshine.
Yeah, I mean, it could be a fun thing to watch to kind of get a comparison between the two and see how they themselves evolved a genre that they, in some wide respect, helped to pioneer. I mean, apart from this and Idolmaster, I'm struggling to think of a show that's quite reached the pinnacle of what we think of as a school idol show. And obviously you have the outliers like Zombieland Saga that twist it in such a way that makes it immensely more entertaining. But the tried and true, you always think back to Love Live, you always think back to Idolmaster.
So is a ghost just haunting them? What's going on here?
It's the ghost of Maki's past. I wasn't always tsundere.
Oh, one time I felt the sun on my face and was free, but then I was shackled to responsibility.
I'm curious why she's chasing after her so intently.
Yeah, I thought it was just a thing Maki could see, but...
You mean you saw the weird girl too?
Oh, this is a mass hallucination. Okay.
Oh, we're going into like Persona territory here. It's just like, oh my god, we've entered some weird dungeon. Alright, we gotta rescue Maki and get her shadow form out so that she can finally get a goddamn persona.
Uh-oh.
You know, nothing quite bonds a friendship like collective hallucinations. Yeah, just in case you haven't worked it out yet.
That's what I read about on the actual Wikipedia entry. You notice the actual Maki isn't here right now?
Nope. She is... I would imagine she's probably still tinkering around the piano. I could just imagine it now. They're just like coming back and it's just... Wait, what, you mean you were here tuning in the piano the whole time? Just like, yeah, what the hell have you lot been doing? We've been chasing around after your younger self. It's just like... You got some explaining to do.
The past! I have come to avenge my own youth and innocence.
I don't want to be a tsundere anymore, so I went back to my past to put myself on the true past of yandere. Although apparently the new thing is meant to be tsundere or something like that. Like someone who's incredibly deadpan about being a yandere or something along those lines. I don't know. It's all newfangled for me. I don't understand all this new terminology.
The only dairy I care about is in the mascarpone sauce that's on my meatballs and pasta.
Or the ice cream. That's in your freezer.
I had meatballs and pasta for dinner. That's why it's on my mind right now.
Well, I had pasta as well, just no meatballs. We kind of did away with all our meatballs quite some time ago. We devoured them, and they were tasty.
Ah, good stuff. So are the fireworks part of your powers as well?
Yeah, they wouldn't give me power to make explosions everywhere, so they compromised with fireworks, because at least it looks pretty.
Oh my god!
She's ascending.
Are you fucking, like, warp digivolving now? What's going on?
Warp digivolve into Maki 25 years into the future. Well, I guess she did warp digivolve in some way, but she went back into what I assume would be champion form?
So I'm confused. Was that a metaphor? Did that actually happen?
I don't know. Hopefully there'll be some explanations.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking Sugoi, I get you that, honks.
How did you turn yourself younger like that? I want powers like that as well. No, you do not want to re-experience your own childhood.
It's the forbidden magic.
It's like, you don't have to apologize, that was some rad shit.
Yeah, only once in a lifetime can we see something so rad.
So in terms of OVAs in general, do you have much experiences with them? Is there any only video releases that you remember getting from your youth, perhaps at your local video store or something like that?
Mostly just the Sonic one, which I saw in a magazine years prior, and then I finally found a VHS of it. I actually ordered one because it was out of stock, and we saw one just on the shelf, so I was like, Mom! She was like, okay, fuck!
I still remember when I found the earliest OVA that I can recall, which was the OVA of Bubblegum Crisis, actually, and it still stands as one of my favorites. It's rather old by today's standards, but it was hella fun. It's like hot chicks in mechas and what have you. Well, not so much mechas, but like mech suits, as it were. It's kind of neat. So the never-ending party is going to be, in fact, a never-ending pajama party, with a smattering of Arabian Nights.
Did we fucking A, slip into Magi, whatever, of the labyrinth, and B, did we die? Is that what the night was symbolizing?
I don't think so. I think this is more of a thing of sort of like maybe showing off a bit of Maki's true feelings towards her friends and what have you. Like, no, I really, really like doing this, even though I don't always let it on.
Fair dues. It just ends, by the way, the summary, who says they are approached by a younger version of Maki, and then she turns into normal age Maki.
Indeed, that is the most descriptive way this episode has been said so far. It's just straight to the point. Like I said, I think it's pretty much there to exist purely as fan service.
Okay.
Because people probably really, really like Maki.
This is probably one of the more kawaii songs that they've shown thus far.
I'm liking the theme as well.
This is called Music Start by Ooze.
Yeah, I can dig it.
Yeah.
It's cutesy. It's got a decent amount of pep to it.
Still not a super fan of the CGI, but I've bitched about that enough, I think.
That's one thing I wouldn't mind looking into an episode of Sunshine for as well, to see if they've evolved the CG a little bit as well. Like, maybe it's more seamless, or perhaps they've kept it more traditional and kept it more or less the same.
Yes, I do want to know more. I need details, specifics.
Yeah, I love that the actual song topic itself is also about Maki's feelings as well. It's just, yes, this episode is all about Maki.
Oh, music does make everyone happy, unless you're a really atypical person who doesn't like listening to music. Well, I haven't met many of those types of people.
Music also has the ability to confound and confuse me, and that's what ended up happening today, when I got my first smattering in the Resident Evil 2 remake of Tofu.
I see.
His theme, for some reason, is ridiculously doom metal, and it's literally just a wobbling piece of tofu with a bunch of knives just trying to escape from the Raccoon City Police Department.
Okay, I'll accept it.
Aw, they all tuckered out.
Maki loves the group and the music that they do. I think it's obvious now.
The only thing I love more than music is sleep. I do like the fact that it's also a Maki-themed episode, and she is at the forefront this time around.
Oh yeah, look at that. I'm a fucking queen!
Yeah, this is my episode, bitch! Another thing I noticed as well, I think this is the first time we've like heard like a absolute full song in this show.
There is the ED, or do you not count that?
I don't know, I feel like the EED was only like a minute or so, and there's bound to be a full version of the EED out there as well, but as far as within the confines of the actual show is concerned, I think this is the first time we've seen the full song, like, within the episode.
Okay, I thought you meant a song by the full cast, not like the full duration of a song. I get you.
You got it now. And of course, Samba de Amigo has to break out the maracas.
This is Xehanort's secret propaganda for forming Kingdom Hearts.
How do you say even et niage but join Organization 13 instead?
Oh, I'm not even going to attempt it, mate.
Ix niage oh diage.
Swing and a miss. Yes, you have pigtails, but so do I! Adorbs. Alright, it's a little bit of a fever dream now. Welcome to Rainbow Road. Yay, my episode, bitches!
Maki is my superstar.
Ah, bless. Alright, guys, I guess we'll see you in the next video, which is coming up right now. Close the video, and I'm going to load up the next one.
Alrighty, let me go ahead and find it in my list of videos to put in. There we go, I am all set to go. So,
yes.
What did you make of the first OVA of Love Live?
I don't know, honestly. Like, was it a metaphor? Was it actually happening? A shared hallucination? Or just something Maki belted out of her subconscious? Either way, it was pretty to look at, even with the copy of the videos we're using that we found online. And, yeah, I enjoyed it a lot, and the song was pretty good as well.
Oh yeah, I agree. I think that song's probably one of my favourites so far, actually, although there may be a bit of bias just because I get to hear the whole thing.
Yeah, that's always going to influence you, I suppose. But, yeah, that was the OVA, and that officially closes out Season 1, so if you're ready, Volk, we're going to start Season 2 of Love Live right now.
Alright, let's dive right in.
Alright, here we go. Season 2, Episode 1 of Love Live in 3, 2, 1. Ooh, I thought we were watching a bit of My Hero Academia there for a second.
I was just about to say it was almost exactly like it.
Yeah, they saved the skull, just in case you haven't been keeping up.
I can't quite remember. Did they say that they're just basically going to keep it open for another year, or have they pretty much secured enough to be permanently open?
At least for the next year. I don't think they've gone into, like, super specifics.
They look like they're about to comment on a hype wrestling match.
Oh, well, she's gonna throw down with words. Yes, very good. I shall speak with claps. Oh, was there a different student council chairwoman? Where is she? Did they swap positions, or am I missing something here?
I don't know. Or maybe it was just because they brought her out there because obviously she was a big influence into what helped the school remain opened.
Wow. Honk's rising up in the ranks.
Soon she will own the school.
And now that I'm a scorned idol, you will all fall into lockstep.
Is the microphone gonna land on her head? Ah, that would have been so funny.
Oh shit. New OP and everything. What the fuck?
Are we sure this is the actual opening?
Oh, well, I don't know. I think she's just singing a happy tune. She's belting out her heart.
This is so Disney it hurts.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Like, I'm getting flashbacks towards, like, Beauty and the Beast and what have you, like the first song that was sung there. Alright, how long until the animals start singing?
It is very sweet. Just in case it wasn't obvious, by the way, Umi and Kotori are Honoka's aides now. And yeah, Honoka succeeds Ellie or Eli as student council president. Nice.
I quite enjoyed that. If that is the new opening, I am perfectly okay with it.
It is too tweet. Another Love Live. You're not done yet, fuckers.
It's Love Live forever. It will literally never go away.
Oh, she's so supportive. And to think, just last week we're having a spat and whatnot about her going away.
Always have to be the pessimist. You've got to have one person to bring your wide expectations down, and another one just to pep you up just enough that it doesn't get unreasonable.
Oh, she bombed hard.
No, she got so hyped she just forgot everything she was gonna say.
This reminds me of Mob Psycho Season 2. Spoilers for if you haven't seen it, by the way, but it's a very minor thing as a joke, where Mob tries out to be Student Council President as well when the old one steps down, but he turns out like he was the only person in the history of that position to speak nothing, not a single word for the entire 5 minutes he was given.
So what the hell did he do? Did he just kind of just stand there and just look at everyone?
He froze up, yeah.
Oh, right, he literally froze up. I thought he was just going in, like, all confident, like, oh yeah, I don't need to say anything.
I do like this, though, the status quo change so far. Like, Honks is probably the least responsible out of everyone here, even if she is one of the most energetic go-getters. So, having her, I don't know, buckle down a bit would be nice to see.
Yeah, I mean, there's something to be said as well that you don't necessarily need to be an experienced hand with this sort of thing. Sometimes you just have to be able to inspire people, and then all the experience and the busy work that comes with it will become secondhand later on.
You see what you have wrought?
Yeah, thanks for taking over for me. I have so much more free time now.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah, don't rub it in.
Maybe you should have actually done that dance, but for real.
Yeah, I think that would have sufficed, I reckon.
Ooh, intense dance practice. It's gonna be even more lively than before. Oh god, the Hanged Man!
Oh no, we're bringing JoJo stands into this season.
I'll let King Yemma decide your fate. I don't think we're going to get the OP in episode 1, although that's usually the case for shows like this.
Maybe so, or, like I said, maybe that was the opening that we just witnessed earlier.
Nico Season 2!
One thing I'm actually kind of hoping we'll get to see more of in Season 2, because I can't help but feel like Rin and Katori, and maybe, who was the one with the glasses again? Hanaya, that was it. I don't think they got as much development as some of the other characters, so it'll be nice to kind of see them get a little bit more development, or maybe a couple of episodes focusing in on them.
Oh, Mackie, you've learned nothing from your travels through time, have you?
I did say Katori, but then again, I remember Katori had the whole thing like, oh, I'm leaving to go to another school, so
yes.
That was me getting my characters mixed up just a little bit, but thankfully, I have my notes open and was able to save myself pretty quickly.
Bless you, mate, bless you. Alright, so we're doing a private lesson here, I suppose, and, like, taping it so we can watch it back and examine what went right and what went wrong?
No, she's just using this for her private archives.
Okay. Is it me or is Mackie extra sour this time?
she is looking a bit lemon ball-y today. Then again, that might just be the Nico Ni effect. Either you're 100% on board, or you're just absolutely fed up at the very existence of this weird gremlin.
Well, that's me whenever Flame starts talking, so I understand. Hello? Plot device?
No, that's a phone.
Yes, that's what I said, a plot device. She's out of battery. No!
I forgot my battery pack.
Don't you dare go to OP. Oh, sorry. The music, like, leapt up in, like, tempos. I thought it was gonna be a fucking OP.
Let me guess, there's an MMORPG limited time event going on that she entirely forgot about.
No, Hanyo loves idols.
Well, whatever it is, they seem to know already.
Yeah. Let me guess, she's taking a nap.
I'm liking the wacky chase scene.
Yeah, the whole animation seems a lot more lively, I have to say.
Or is this our way of introducing people other than the main 9, just to remind us there are other people that attend this school occasionally?
I don't speak English, human.
What do you mean? I was sitting here beside this tree the whole time.
You must know the news.
I'm under the impression that she is literally just Schrödinger. She exists everywhere, yet nowhere.
Oh, another Love Live.
Wow, talk about taking 2 minutes to get to the goddamn point. It was kind of fun to watch though, so I'll give it a pass.
So is Love Live going to be like a recurring thing now that A-Rise won the first one and shot it up in popularity?
Or maybe they just thought, it's like when you have the New England Patriots in the Super Bowl, and it's just like, well, they're always in, we should probably get some new blood in there, so it's just like, wait, let's have a second one! Then that way we can keep the largest ranking one up there, and we'll have somebody else there on the side that might potentially give them a bit of a rough time.
We're in there, girls!
So is this whole thing gonna go down with like Battle City rules where they suddenly remember that tribute summoning is a thing?
I fucking loved Battle City! Don't even get me started!
No, I just loved the whole fact that in Duelist Kingdom they just ignored every semblance of rules other than I draw card and occasionally play card. And then just suddenly, oh wait, there's actually rules to this goddamn card game. And then Battle City's like, okay, tribute summoning, more life points, also you can attack your opponent directly now.
Oh, they're gonna have to compete against the very best. Still not an OP, this is an old music video.
For a second there, I thought the song was literally, I am made for loving you, baby.
So we got, like, big stakes right away in the very first episode of the season. They're not wasting any time. We gotta get out of here! Fucking start the car!
A-Rise is coming! Quick, get in the van!
You're right. Let's give up tomorrow.
First, we bribe the judges.
And if that don't work, we kill the judges. Smiles all around, but anxiety inside.
We just saw the very epitome of that. Suddenly you're all hype and then suddenly crippling depression when you realize, yeah, maybe this is a little bit too big of a stone's throw for us.
Haruka is unreasonably calm.
Yeah, normally she's the most hype out of everyone.
You don't want to dance anymore? Let's just be huge cowards, guys. Let's not participate in Love Live.
I think someone snuck something in that tea she's drinking.
Ah, your face was huge. Look at this. It's the reflection of a coward. Like, we have a show to run here, you know. You can't give up in the very first episode.
Yeah, we already had one close call at the end of a season. You can't be throwing this out again. We've only just recovered from the first time. It's simple. I found an underground idol competition.
Ah. I guess. Oh, fine. Let's get to the semi-finals and lose, like always. England. Hanging out? That's not dancing. That's disgusting.
I still can't help but feel like Noko is maybe hiding an ulterior motive here. No, that's it. She just wanted crepes. Finally, Rin is in her natural habitat.
Look, he's got a green screen and everything. Oh my god!
You replaced me with Sailor Moon, how could you?
Oh my god.
It is perfect.
I'd much rather be dancing on these tables than throwing drinks into the onlookers' faces.
Maybe she's only pensive about being in this place because they remember the fact that she was in disguise. Like, trying to sabotage them or whatever.
I want to go to dining. Sounds like a fun place.
Yeah, I'm not sure what to make of this so far. Everybody seems... I don't know. Like, emotions have reached a weird point where at least Honoka is not acting like herself.
She doesn't feel like she can live up to A-Rise, maybe?
That may be it. Maybe she's just instantly resigned herself to the fact that there'll never be A-Rise.
Well, you know, she's the school council president now, and a member of one of the up-and-coming idol groups, but maybe she doesn't feel that's enough.
It's like when Angelica in the Rugrats goes, "Oh, I'm grown up now, I have responsibilities." What's responsibilities? It basically means I'm not allowed to have fun for the rest of my life.
Yeah, that's how it be. Coercion.
That's the trick of having responsibilities. In order to get by, sometimes you just have to forget they exist.
Yep, Why do today what you can do tomorrow?
Or the day after.
Or never.
No, you can't go that far, otherwise you've already given up past the point of just not doing it. You've already just said, yep, I'm just not going to do anything. The whole point of your responsibility is that you put them off, not cancel them entirely. A sisterly intervention, perhaps?
Oh, it means so much to me. What's the sister version of Chan? Is it only Chan or is that brother?
I honestly don't remember. I've always been a bit weird with, like, Japanese naming quirks, to be honest with you.
Fair dues.
Like, I think I vaguely know the difference between, like, what would constitute a senpai and what would constitute a sensei, but that's literally it.
Fair enough, mate. Yokai means ghost, by the way. Just thought I'd throw that out there.
And Nani means what?
Massacre. Bakana. No, actually. My eyes are glistening in anticipation.
Maybe March is like another deadline or something like that for the school.
Hello. The cards, they're not good.
Yep, I pulled the world, time froze, and suddenly Dio appeared before me in a dream.
Like, I was trying to get downstairs to History 101, but every time I reached the bottom step, I found myself at the top.
You found yourself at the 7th level of hell trying to get ice cream?
You realise that means Dio had to carry Polnareff back down the stairs every time?
I think somebody posted a gif like that on Twitter where he literally just picks him up underneath his arm and then runs him back down and then runs back up the stairs again.
Oh, that's great.
Dio's a bit of a ridiculous character as soon as you start applying logic to him.
Oh, are they racing for who is the leader of the group, maybe?
Nope, it's just good old-fashioned motivation.
Let the stairs tell the truth of this, the match of the century.
In before it's the never-ending stairs, and they just go there forever, and that's just the whole of Season 2.
I want Paul St. Peter to narrate Love Live.
Imagine Sir David Attenborough commenting over this.
A Tales of Souls and soulful music, eternally retold.
A tale of love and idols, eternally retold, and then told again with different characters.
Here we see the idols attempting to get into Love Live.
And here we see the Nico Nico Ni establishing her dominance over the rest of the group.
She may as well be T-posing. She is backing... Sorry, I had a minor stroke during the middle of that.
That's alright. It gets a bit hard to imitate David Attenborough at one point. It must be fate. We are not going to Love Live.
More like Nico Nico we. Which is the sound she made when she fell.
More like Nico Nico fuck slam.
More like Nico Nico ow my knee. Look, just go to Love Live with us. Come on, I'll be your friend. And of course it starts raining. Sadness is right on cue, as always.
Right, take your bets. Who's gonna get ill from standing out too long in the rain this time?
Oh, okay. So, Eri/Ellie, however you pronounce it, and Nozomi are, graduating in March, so...
Ah, of course. That makes perfect sense.
Are they all third years? I'm not entirely sure.
No, I believe only Ellie and Nozomi are.
Okay, I'll double check this just to be sure.
Although Nozomi might be a second year, potentially.
Let's see. Yeah, Ellie/Eri is third year. The rest seem to be second years, yeah.
Alright, so Nozomi isn't in that group either, but clearly she knows Ellie for quite a while, so she clocked on a lot quicker than everyone else.
Oh, some of them are first years, like Hanayo is a first year student. I want to do it. My Master Xehanort would be so pleased.
You know, inside she's saying, well, I just cancelled going to a completely different school for you people, so if you ain't gonna even do the thing that we're endearing for, then I'm just gonna get back on that plane.
Oh, you best sleep with one eye open tonight, motherfucker. Oh, guilt. It's a good motivator.
You know it gets serious when all the characters suddenly get the lip gloss visible.
The music swells, the eyes get extra shiny, everyone's happy.
Everyone's reconciled, and everyone is now united in their dream once again.
It's fine, don't worry. I believe Umi is working up a presidential sort of roster for us, a schedule, if you will.
She needs more aides. Alright, I'm recruiting a lot of you. They are now my entourage.
Slightly nostalgic.
This is cute as fuck, yo.
Yeah. Yatta! Oh, we did it, Volk. Oh, phew. Disaster averted in one episode.
And all it took was some slight damage to Nika Nika Ni's face. A worthy sacrifice.
Come on, you bitch, Sky! My immune system is as strong as ever!
Gave me a cold last time, fuck you! Get the hell out of here! What do you think you're doing raiding on my goddamn parade? Get that shit out of here! Holy shit, it actually worked!
Honoka's like, oh, I have magical powers, and it goes to her head.
Is this going to be the point where we've realised that Honoka is essentially Haruhi Suzumaya from another dimension or something?
Jesus.
Yes, I can make the rain go away. I am literally God.
So I'm invincible, you say. No, Mr. Burns, you're more sick than ever. In fact, even the slightest breeze, invincible.
Indestructible. Oh, come on, you're complaining for setting a bar too low earlier. Make up your goddamn minds.
We will stomp A-Rise into the dirt. Great days. Break down, break down. That's right, horse of determination. We're ready. No, she's gonna punch me specifically.
Extreme close-up!
New ED? Hell yeah.
Alright, let's give this a good listen, shall we?
I swear if this is actually the OP but they played it as the ED, I'm gonna be so mad.
They might well be, actually. I get the feeling you might be right. This doesn't seem like an ED song, but at the same time, I don't know. We'll know by the next episode. That's the only thing I do know for certain.
It's pretty well animated. I like the cut-ins with the different characters as well.
Yeah, it seems a lot more crisp for some reason.
Yeah, I think since the OVA, they got like a bigger budget.
I think it may also be because it's not in 3D, so the colors pop that little bit more. Oh god, I'm playing piano in a tornado. This was a terrible idea.
So is this like a flash forward to Love Live? Because it seems like a pretty big arena.
Yeah, or maybe it's like one of those visual things again. Because it kind of looks like the concert hall in the school. Just gossied up a bit.
I don't think we're even going to get a next time thing here. Or are we? No! I've closed the video.
Now, I'm not entirely sure if that was the opening or the ED, but I actually really liked that, so hopefully it's one or the other, because I could really get behind having that as a song we'll hear constantly throughout the season.
For sure, mate. Yeah, I really enjoyed that. Visually, very impressive. Musically, very enjoyable. But that was Season 2, Episode 1 of Love Live. I enjoyed that a lot. I thought it was really energetic. The animation seemed really on point, and just the subject matter was very engaging.
Yeah, I mean, there was some initial confusion at first as to what exactly was going on, but it quickly made sense, and yeah, as you say, it was very well put together.
Indeed. Alright, mate, if you are ready, let's finish off this session of Love Live with Season 2, Episode 2.
Yes, let's
do this indeed. In 3, 2, 1.
Last time on Love Live, I chucked a microphone into the air and somehow caught it. This was my most dexterous achievement yet.
Ah, beautiful. She broke out the deep voice, and I was convinced. You don't say no to Nico Nico Ni.
I would laugh if she ended up finding, like, her own, like, solo debut in, like, a death metal band or something.
So maybe this is only 2 seasons long. Oh, God! God, even more bad news. Unreleased songs only to be performed at the next Love Live, so they can't use any of the old standbys.
We at this establishment demand only the freshest tunes be made available. Anything less than fresh off the press will be rejected and you will be laughed out the building.
That reminds me of when I went to Summer of Sonic and Julian Kay were there, the people behind This Machine, Team Dark's theme and Sonic Heroes, and they said, next time. Fucking next time! No, I want This Machine now!
I remember that as well. Everyone was cheering for This Machine. It was crazy.
My hands felt raw from clapping so much, and I believed, but they just didn't care.
Well, at least we got to hear a whole load of their other stuff, and I have to admit, I'd only heard This Machine from them previously, so it was quite nice to hear some of the other things they had going.
It was pretty good, yeah.
Oh god, she's breaking out the ballerina moves.
What? Oh my god, I was right, it is the OP.
Okay, that's absolutely fine. I can get behind this being the opening.
Yeah, I'm gonna miss Chipmunk Girl doing the Samba de Amiga thing, but this one's, like, it's much more triumphant, which I think fits with the theme of them going for Love Live one last time.
Though they could be spoiling exactly what's going to happen, although then again, they can only be denied for so long at the same time. Like, you know it's going to happen at some point, you just don't know when.
Now, without actually looking at the plot synopses themselves, let me see how many episodes are in this season. Let's see, Season 2. Yeah, there are 13. No OVAs this time around.
Ah, very interesting. So I wonder if that means there could maybe be a Season 3, or maybe this is a 2-season affair.
Yeah, I think it is.
Interesting. We might actually get through this pretty soon then. That's actually pretty crazy. Yeah, this is some primo stuff right here. I'm getting into it.
I think it's a little bit more melodic than the first OP, which I've kind of forgotten at this point.
Yeah, I think it's also the triumphant theme as well, like you mentioned. It just makes it easier to get into. Also, partly because it sounds kind of like something I'd hear in, like, Sonic Adventure 1, perhaps, with, like, the instruments in the background, perhaps.
It does a little bit. Oh, hell yeah, camping trip. Boop, boop.
Just as long as nobody decides to make, whatever it was called, like, the curry that they made in Persona 4.
Ah, yes.
Mystery Food X, that was it.
Did it give him the runs by any chance?
I think it gave him everything, including.
I remember the Giant Bomb Endurance run of Persona 4. I should probably watch that again, because it was a hoot and a hollow.
Persona 4 in general is just very, very damn fun, and watching it is, I would say, just as fun. Just because you don't have the pressure of going, alright, I need to make sure I see this person by X month, otherwise they disappear entirely, and I won't get the true ending, and I can't accept that.
She's ready. God almighty, it's like a military-grade backpack.
No, the bag is her tent. She's just gonna sleep inside the bag and have someone carry her.
The tone just changed immediately. Alright, let's find a perfect spot. Ah, Den of Bears. This sounds interesting.
There's always something to be said about someone who clearly has a huge amount of equipment. Either they're overly prepared for this and they just know exactly what they're doing inside and out, or they have no idea what they're doing, they're scared shitless and just want to make sure they have everything they could possibly need.
Yeah, isn't something missing?
Did they leave someone behind?
Oh god!
And the old lady didn't even think to wake her up.
Oh, Nozomi, you've aged terribly! Oh, this is testing Hanukkah already. Oh, wow.
Some friends you turned out to be can't even remember, like, your linchpin in the group.
Ah, it's got a piano and everything. Oh, one of these!
So, are they actually camping, or is this just, like, the main, like, building where everyone goes after the fact?
I'm not entirely sure. Is this Maki's place?
I think it is.
Sorry, I wasn't exactly paying attention, so it may be one of Maki's holiday homes. Let me look it up.
So, I was a chimney sweep once, I once was, and then you found me and I became an idol.
Fucking Dick Van Dyke, get out of it. Yeah, this is one of Mickey's, or Maki's, villas in the mountains.
Ooh, very nice. Here you go, I'll sing you a sweet song and then I'll clean your chimney. Yes, I will, I will.
Ah, chim chimney, chim chim chiroo, love live.
Like a bit of slow halation, do you? Yeah, it's one of my favourites too, yes it is.
Talking, please.
I cannot be silenced.
That's...
Unless I have nothing interesting to say, in which case I might be silenced for a little while.
This house is bigger than everything, Maki. Ah, you schoolgirls have a lot to learn.
I always kind of liked houses like these. I always try and make them in The Sims, and it just never works out for some reason.
You should, just for fun, one of these days, maybe you and me could stream a little bit of The Sims Burning Room. You remember one of those?
I don't. I'm sorry, you may have to explain briefly.
Well, Stephen from FTCR, Sonic Movies to your, made a Sims house and put a lot of different people in. Like, some HFC members were in there at one point, and there was like a little outhouse outside called the Burning Room, where one unlucky person was put in there and all the doors were shut off, and then they were burned alive, one by one.
Oh, yeah, I remember now. I think I remember watching one of those.
Should do the Love Live version. Now the stakes are truly high.
Who will be the sole survivor? Feel it, the awesome power of nature. 2 hours later, nature fucking sucks!
Extremely Patrick Warburton voice. Oh, I'm feeling it. Oh.
Hey, I think we found one of Rin's relatives.
Of course she leans in to say it's cute.
It's too late. It's his now.
That's one fat squirrel, holy shit.
Whenever somebody mentions squirrel, I remember back to that flying squirrel from that Timon and Pumbaa TV show.
Oh, yeah, I love that.
The one where he comes in like, la 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 la.
I remember that one where I think it's like two alligators trying to like trick them with a supermarket filled with bugs and whatnot.
I also remember the one where somebody attaches a horse to like a rocket and it's like, not a horse and a radish! I'm after the horseradish that you put on a food product!
You know, Quentin Flynn voiced Timon in some of those episodes.
Really? I did not know that.
Yeah, the voice actually has changed a lot.
You always tend to get that in some shows. Just like all of a sudden, all the voice acting changes. It just throws you completely off guard. Oh, well, Nico's dead. No, wait, she's still okay.
How long is this hill? Jesus Christ!
If this is like a mini game in some kind of like Mario or Donkey Kong thing.
Oh, Jesus Christ. It's alright, it's all part of the training.
Well, I guess we're a 7-member band now. But it's very nice to see Rin get some screen time.
Let's see. What rhymes with Love Live?
Hand jive.
Thank you.
You couldn't see it, but I did the hand jive in the background.
Oh, Volk, you precious cinnamon bun.
Da-da-da-da-da-da. That's me.
Don't crash through the door with the tea. It's acceptable for me, but not for Umi and so on.
Just imagine if someone kicked down your door and just like, I brought you tea!
Thank you, good sir.
Now I'm just figuring out something like, what if it was the Kool-Aid Man, but it's just literally just a giant mug of tea?
What the fuck?
How long were they in there for?
Oh, are they feeling overwhelmed?
Maybe, or perhaps it's something to do with the solitude, perhaps.
The triangle of tedium and tiredness.
Yep, I know that feeling. After a hard day's work, sometime you just want to de-stress and decompress.
I mean, you've had weight on top of you before. This is just 10 times more because you're actually going to Love Live to compete against A-Rise this time.
Well, you have to compete against A-Rise to gain access to the damn thing to begin with, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, we should have really been helping instead of fucking about in the woods with a squirrel.
Distribute the workload. You know, no chasing after squirrels and then rolling down the hill into a lake.
Yeah, it's a group effort, it's a team effort. I say as I delegate all responsibilities as the charity marathoners, but it's fine. Just fucking sandbag that entire idea.
Yeah, let's just table that for never. She does not like this idea at all, but to be fair, I think all the three groups seemed like they would blend quite well together. Well, except the obvious elephant in the room, but we'll ignore that one.
Hey, that's not nice. Her name is Nico.
But I want to be in the mansion.
The villa's right there. It's okay, I can hear the piano in my mind. I'm just writing up notes and whatnot.
I am one with the piano.
Oh. Yeah, that's right, go back to notes. Don't feel anything. Conceal, don't feel. It's just napping. Help me, you dumb bitch!
Wake up, you lazy freeloader! Help me out with this damn thing, will ya?
Ah, nature is rad.
So, are they gonna get, like, attacked by a bear at some point?
A bear just comes along and mauls Hanukkah and she doesn't even feel it.
Oh no, I saw something on Reddit the other day. It was just like, oh, there's a cute dog in my back garden. This is the best day ever. No, wait, it's a bear. It's a bear. Abort! Abort!
That's a lot less funny than that fucking dog gif that's going around, where the dude reaches to grab it and it's just a balloon. She's asleep again. The sound of her snoring puts me at ease.
They're okay. They're thinking to themselves, the bear will take her first. Or maybe not. She's technically playing dead, so maybe she's the safest one of the lot.
Let's all join it. Play dead and the bears will not take us.
Communal sleeping.
What? Did I miss something?
I told you not to put the tent at the top of the goddamn mountain!
This is gonna be a huge metaphor, isn't it?
No, I'm pretty sure they literally climbed that entire thing.
But the animation is so much better than the last season. Is it just me? I don't know.
I don't know, maybe the success of the first season made the producers open up their coffers a little more.
What's the squirrel to do in this dog-eat-dog world of climbing mountains?
I think she really did just want to hike up all the mountains. She didn't want to actually do any of his song prep or what have you.
Mm-hmm. Getting down the mountain?
Making sure you don't die halfway up the mountain, that's pretty important too.
Yay, I love ramen! I would climb several mountains like that one in the background.
She just runs up the mountain and gets there in like 10 minutes.
Ooh, getting a bit late. Perhaps we should head back.
I wonder if they're getting further and further away from the mansion whilst all this is going on. They may have found the lyrics and the costumes they were looking for, but the one thing they lost was the way back home.
They were inside us the whole time. Well, you know, sometimes it just doesn't go away. Fear of the dark is like a primal instinctive thing for humans.
Then again, I get the feeling Nico's afraid of fire.
The three main things humans fear: the dark, bugs, and I'm trying to think of the third one. But if I recall correctly, they were like the weaknesses for the psychic type are. So you have the bug type, you have the dark type, and I forget what the third one is. It might just be dark and bugs.
No, I'm pretty sure there's meant to be one more, but yeah, I can't quite remember it either. Oh, Ghost, that was it.
Yeah, there you go. Everyone's scared of ghosts, whether they like to. Like, you might say you don't believe in ghosts, but if ghostly shit started happening, you wouldn't react with a rational response most of the time.
I thought she was just grilling a rock then for a second, but no, that is the sweet potato.
Nice. You ever had sweet potato fries?
Oh, I love sweet potato fries. I get them all the time whenever I end up going to like a burger joint somewhere. Take this sweet potato as token of our friendship. Thank you. I owe you my life.
I did cook it, so by virtue I should have half of it. Hey, Ari, you gotta get out of there and try this. I can smell it from here. It's delicious. Oh, it's a bonding experience.
She doesn't seem to mind that she's the only one who doesn't get a sweet potato. Well, clearly they got the better end of the stick.
Let's see. Songs about hot springs. I like hot springs. I like hot springs. La 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 la. I like hot springs.
I don't think you're selling that one, to be honest with you.
I mean, it is unreleased. Yeah, can you have this epiphany when you're underneath the water, please?
Yeah, I can kind of see everything. The producer's called. They're thinking this is getting a bit too weird. Nothing brings back good confidence like a good soak in a hot spring or a hot tub. I always said to myself one day I would get a hot tub of my own, but hasn't happened yet. So I'm guessing they're back down from the mountain at this point.
Yeah, one would hope so. Look to the stars, the ancient kings of the past, give us lyrics. And they don't ask for compensation or royalties or anything.
My god, it's like the stars are giving us free writing.
Let's see, I'm just a comet. Soar like a comet, crash like a comet. Yeah, that's catchy.
Something, something, Venus, Jupiter, Saturn, Mars. Pluto's not a planet anymore.
Wait, wasn't it reinstated recently?
I get the feeling it was, although I can't remember, to be honest. Some people are saying that it isn't, some people saying that it is. I'm sure there's a fact somewhere that says one way or the other, but I just haven't been bothered to look it up, to be honest with you.
Is Pluto a planet? Pluto, minor planet designation 134340. Pluto is a dwarf planet in the Kuiper belt, a ring of bodies around Neptune, so it's a dwarf planet.
So, it's a compromise / technicality then.
All for one, and one for all.
This is comfy as hell.
It is, it's a nice episode.
Not gonna lie, I'm slightly disappointed that not one of them got chased by a bear at this point.
Well, there's still time, Bulk.
There is, but to be fair, there's only 3 minutes. And we've got an ED to consider here.
What?
And this is how Love Live ends.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
With a slip and a fall.
Sorry, I felt like sleeping dangerously.
Is that now? All of a sudden, I'm really energized. Who'd have thought a near-death experience would pep me up so much? Aww. New song, or is this a hint of ED?
Probably ED hint.
Well, we won't have to wait long to find out.
And now we'll steal their ideas and claim them as our own. That's how a group operates.
Santa came early. Now we must use his songs. I can't but think Maki's the only one who's sleeping uncomfortably in this whole thing.
Squirrel watchers and judges.
You're still not getting this damn armband back. I'll steal it again, just you wait. Oh snap, training montage.
Hell yeah. The damn squirrel had it all along. It got me.
I called it.
Together as one, toward our dreams, our everything. Let's win Love Live!
Plus Ultra. No, wait, wrong anime. Alright, so what does ED2 have to offer?
See, this is also more triumphant. The whole season so far just seems more energetic.
Yeah, although I'm not gonna lie, I did really, really like the first ED, so...
Oh, hell yeah, yeah.
It's gonna take a lot to trump that one, I reckon.
The sun's mine now. Hanukkah the Great, the Overlord, the Omnipotent.
She stopped the rain, now she stole the fucking sun.
She's got...
Well, they couldn't just get rid of it.
And everyone joins in, hell yeah.
And they incorporated a little dance into it as well. That's evolution. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Although I'm not sure if I'd rank it above ED1. I'll have to give it a few more episodes before I pass judgment.
Graffiti. Good stuff. That was a bit...
It's like, well, technically we own half the school now because we kept it open.
Yeah, that's the technicality they don't tell you about. So that was OVA1 of Season 1 of Love Live and Season 2, Episodes 1 and 2 of Love Live. What do you think overall, Vault?
The OVA was a neat little distraction. It obviously covered a character that I would assume is rather popular, and in terms of Season 2 start, very, very strong. I actually quite enjoyed that.
Yeah, I think that was a really strong start to the season, and thankfully Super Mario Sonic Lover is keeping this Love Live train rolling, because we will be covering, let's have a little look-see here, Season 2, Episodes 3 to 5 next time.
Hey, well, hopefully whilst we're on this train, Hanoko won't fall asleep and forget to get off at a stop.
Yeah, more's hoping. Alright guys, if you want your own set of TV comms, you can have up to an hour, which can be like 3 23-minute episodes. Don't worry about going a little over an hour, I'm not a stickler for that sort of thing. Or you can have like 1 hour long episode, like an OVA of sorts, or you can have like 6 11-minute ones, you know, stuff like that. Check the prices on patreon.com/HellfireComms. Every penny helps to keep HFC going. It is our primary method of doing so nowadays, so it would really help us, and it helps to pay the co-coms for their time, helps to buy equipment, and just pay basic necessary bills to keep this train a-rolling. Thanks for listening, guys, and we'll see you next time for another batch of HFC Patreon TV comms. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.